To start creative and professional development, I thought about 5 elements that I need to explore and experiment with in order to create successful collections for the final major project. After problems in the last project, I decided that the jewellery should have its own light source within the piece, like the artist Kayot Kim has done with her Aurora collection. After using LEDs and cell batteries, I found that I can attach the LED's prongs directly onto the cell battery, which means that it won't take up a lot of space inside the jewellery, so the jewellery doesn't have to be large. Kayot Kim showed her work at London's Make Your Movement exhibition, which took place in July 2016. The exhibition explored what is an object, how do objects move, what is the relationship between an object, its maker and its user. I feel that my work would fit in well at this type of exhibition because my work is about creating something from nothing, questioning perceptions about what is real and what is an object. My work is also about movement and how the shadows cast across the body when it moves. Next, I looked at Sheng Zhang's work because of the simple shapes he uses to create jewellery. This is a feature that my work needs to include to be part of my Something from Nothing collection. Taking inspiration from Sheng Zhang's Inside Out collection, I've designed a simple box. The idea is that the plain shape will not distract from the shadows that I want to cast across the wearer. These simple shapes will contain LEDs needed to light up the jewellery and cast the shadows. The box design will be consistent throughout my collection in the form of rings, earrings, pendants and brooches. Sheng Zhang exhibited at New Designers in 2016. To be selected for New Designers, my work would need to be extremely well made. However, after some thought and a discussion with my tutor, I've decided that a better context for my work would be 1 Year On. 1 Year On happens alongside New Designers that presents young entrepreneurial designers who are in their first year of business. A benefit of this would be that 1 year on from now my making will have improved greatly if I continue to practice. I feel that my work could fit in well here if I refine my making processes and finishing techniques. For this project, I began to refine my making processes by making a box from copper. I photographed the process thoroughly so that I have a record to look at when it comes to making my collections for the final major project. I've used Stacey West's Interlocking Strata collection as inspiration because of the beautiful finish to the work. The hinge she has made is extremely tidy and makes the work interactive. This is an element that I'd like my collection to have because the wearer of my collection needs to be able to change the batteries when they run out. For practice, I used the box that I'd already made for the hinge. This was very difficult, but after making 10 plus boxes with hinges, my skills should improve. Stacey West exhibited at London 10 in 2016. I feel that it would be a great opportunity if I was selected to exhibit at London Design Fair for the opportunity to be recognised and expand my career as a jeweller. My final collection will need to be extremely well made to exhibit here. Pan Generator have created Netlumi, where the jewellery is projected onto the body and creates an illusion. To make the illusion in my collection, the glass will be at the bottom of the box and inside, so that when the jewellery is face on you cannot see the glass, and when the lights turn on and cast shadows onto the body through the glass it will be surprising. I've also thought about oxidising the metal, so that when the jewellery is worn at night it will be disguised slightly by the dark, which will make the light shining from it even more surprising. Lastly, I've taken inspiration from John Moore's collection A World Away. Movement is an important aspect of John Moore's jewellery. Movement passes through the jewellery and brings it to life. John Moore uses his jewellery as an extension of the body. John Moore exhibited at Flocomania, which is an exhibition that shows work that responds to kinesthetic sensations and challenges the conventions of jewellery display by being worn by a performer rather than being contained in a glass cabinet. My jewellery would fit in well here because it is about the shadows cast on the body and how they move. John Moore's video has inspired me greatly. I don't think that photos of his jewellery do it justice. The viewer needs to be able to see the jewellery moving on the body to be wowed by it. This is the same for my jewellery. Without the addition of light or a body, my jewellery will be inanimate and lifeless. I have plans in place to partner with a film student and a dance student in a project that will accompany my final collection of jewellery. I think that if I made a video of my jewellery in action to show how the shadows bring it to life, this is the type of exhibition I could be accepted for. I am on the lookout for the next Flocomania exhibition, and I have contacted the organiser to find out the selection process. For my final collection of jewellery, I will be making a range of jewellery that features a simple box shape from which light shines out of and casts shadows across the wearer. The collection will consist of rings, earrings, necklaces and brooches. I will also be collaborating with film and dance students to make a video that shows off the movement and the shadows cast from the jewellery onto the body. With regards to placing my work within the wider context of art, I feel that my work would perform best at Flocomania and London's Make Your Movement exhibitions, because of the opportunity to show off the way that the shadows cast across the wearer. However, I would also like to be considered for Tent London and New Designers 1 year on, to be recognised by retail buyers, press and public in order to expand my career as a jeweller.